Hey y'all. Now, this young lady right here, I think she the t-shirt lady. I'm not sure. Yeah, she gonna bring up t-shirts. So I think she's just a friend of the mother. I think, y'all, excuse me. Something's going on in this case.
I'm gonna honor what my sister say. And that's just where I'm at. I'm not gonna be out here doing all this for what? Y'all doing enough. Y'all got the whole world on this. So you got enough. Okay? Y'all got enough going on. Because if it was righteousness' sake, we wouldn't even have this conversation right now. We'll be on here trying to win people over to the Father. That's what we'll be doing. Because see, this stuff right here, yeah, just for trouble. What about people's souls? What about other souls now after that? Because now my nephew passed on. What about other people's souls that is here? If we say we believers, we supposed to be winning souls, right? That's what the words say. Make it make sense. Everybody grieving. This girl lost 3 sons, and I know y'all know this. Y'all been in the family for years. Make it make sense. I know all y'all, so it don't even matter. But what I'm saying is, she needs support too. Just like y'all, y'all come over there to Renee's house. Make it make sense. You a mess, Natalie. You can get off my Facebook with the foolishness. Well, she got on here and said that the mama went and gave the wrong dates on the shirts and this, that, and that sounds like what's been going on. That's messy. Won't y'all correct that stuff? I get it, y'all want justice for y'all nephew and your cousin, your uncle, all that. I get all that. That's not what I'm here for. But what I'm here for is that we're not going to sit up here and make it like Renee was not even there, or Renee is just somebody that's out here want to be a part of wickedness. That lady ain't said nothing. She said she even told the girl herself, if you hurt my son. See, y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all just taking one side.
Right.
You wrong. That's what I'm standing for, justice. I'm standing for righteousness of the Father's word. Why y'all sitting up here talking about all this other stuff? Let's get peace. Let's see if y'all come over there and come over our house today and let's talk. Let's come over there. I'll be over there. Come over there. And we all can sit down and talk like human beings instead of getting on Facebook airing out this and that and other. Let's do that part. Let's see how mature we can be on that. See, I'm going to bring the word with me because I'm about the word. I just gave y'all a lot of scriptures. I'm about the word. I ain't about foolishness. So that's what I'm talking about. I would love to bring peace. Because that's what I'm about. Because this hurt me to see y'all doing this. Especially when me and you just talked, Tasha. And you said before all this happened, you and Renee was like this. Y'all just was going to do some tax stuff together, make it make sense. Come on, somebody. So because she said that she was going to let Lulu come to the funeral, y'all went off. I get it. So like I said, with that being said, because leave up out here, you got to understand people the way to sin is death all day long. If we have a heated argument, who stays in them? Who sit up there and gonna get hit? Who gonna sit up there and go through this stuff? If you arguing at me, you cussing me out like a dog, are you saying bad things against me? You think I'm gonna keep on wanting to hear that? But see, we don't go by what the word say. The word say a soft answer turns away wrath, y'all. But we don't go there. We argue. I'm gonna honor what my sister say. And that's just where I'm at. I'm not gonna be out here doing all this for what? Y'all do.
We were at this light behind a car. Yes. There's a red car in front. There's another guy involved too.
Yes, I'm talking.
Okay, you're talking about okay. He pulls forward. He stops. I'm like, what's this guy doing in our car? He turns his blinkers on. Like, okay, he's not. We go around. We see someone's in the room. She's a nurse, so we immediately pull over.
So where were you not to stop y'all?
We were this lane.
Okay.
This car would have been right here.
In the classroom.
We got here. We see his body. He was up there about 15 feet. We get out. She immediately runs over. I go up to the car. She's checking it. You want to say what you initially saw?
He had a pulse. He was breathing. I opened up his pupils to make sure his pupils were good. They were normal. Okay. He was kind of moving around a little bit, like he was kind of disoriented. And I kept saying, "Hey, I'm a nurse. My name's Randy. Can I help you?" No response. Kind of just kept moving around a little bit.
Well, she was on the ground. I was surveying the area. One of the things I want to mention, I believe you said he always had 2 phones on him. Three. He had his cell. This is what I thought was suspicious. Is there was his wallet and his phone. There was about $15 in cash, like laid out like this, as if to show this wasn't a robbery. It looked like someone set it there, like all nice. The wings were right by his feet. They had been open. The pizza was all over the road. The other thing I want to say, why was the car going this this way if the pizza place is down that way.
Right.
That's the important thing I wanted to relate. They should not have been coming that way with fresh food. And their hotel was over here. So they were coming back, which didn't make sense with that story. But we called.
Thank you.
By the way, I heard on the report there was a homeless person who saw something. I was standing here, I didn't see anybody. So I just wanted to mention that.
We kind of thought that was a robbery or something like that, so we were trying to be super careful, wondering if there was anybody around. We didn't see anybody. I told the guy that had pulled over that had the flashers on, I told him, I said, call 911 right now.
Yeah, no, I said, have you called 911 yet? He said, no. I said, call right now.
And guess what? He reached out to me, and he said that he was grunting. When he walked over to him, as he pulled over, he saw paper in the road, so he slowed down. Then he saw a body. He said he thought it was a homeless person in the street, but he got out his car and realized the paper was money, not paper. And that's what he said. He picked the money up and put it.
How did the person reach out to DRO'S and he don't know them? She said that the person called her. How that person call her and he don't know her? Y'all missed it.
Back in his water.
Okay, well, there you go.
So at the end of the day, he said you pulled up. He said when you walked over to him, he was just grunting and moving.
We got out right after he did, so
Yeah,
there's
so
very
right
little
now,
time.
yes, very little time.
What I want you to
When
check
you
out,
say 15 minutes.
I know exactly where he was, but what do you want?
what I want you to check out is find out when 911 got the call and find out when the ambulance left, because she arrived about 2 minutes before the ambulance did. So
Before the ambulance?
The ambulance was already here, and she showed up. And the thing that I thought, I don't know if she was driving or someone else was driving. That's she alleged she was driving. I'm going to say this. I have a lot of first responders in my family. I've been in a lot of these situations. When someone has a loved one that's on the street like that, you come up and you're like, oh my God, what happened? Is he okay? I was up at the gas station. I was waiting for him. That's why I wanted to talk to you, because she showed up to get her story to make sure it was set straight. It was not like, where is he? Is he okay? Was in there with it? It was nothing.
But how can he say that how can the witness say that she turned the young lady, his girlfriend, turned up to get her story right? I don't understand that, y'all. I don't understand that. How can he don't know her? I don't even know the girl, so everybody don't grieve the same way, y'all. When things happen, everybody don't act like us. Act shocked and surprised. So he can't speak for, the witness can't speak for Lulu.
Nothing like that. There's no concern on her at all. And I told that to the police at the moment. And
Yes, and here's the thing. January 6th, Gainesville, Gilchrist. No, Gainesville, I'm targeting this, y'all. I talked to this guy. He reached out to me right after it happened. I had 400 and something messages in my inbox going live. Something say on January 6th, check your messages.
If this aunt don't calm down, she gonna have high blood pressure. And that's not good. She really need to come down, because her tensions, her pressure is gonna go up. She need to kind of calm down.
And the guy said I was the first one on the scene, and they joined me. They say the nurse was not my wife or my girlfriend. They came in another car afterwards. I said, let me ask you a question. Did you talk to the police? He said, I gave them my number. I gave the detectives and the police on the scene, and they never called to this day. They told the Davis family we've been reaching out to him, but we couldn't get an answer. They also
Y'all see, do y'all notice how fast them cars going past that bridge? They're not under the bridge right now, but you see how fast those cars coming. She ain't doing that. I'm telling you, this road right here, y'all, that these cars on this road right here, because I've been over there. Those cars are not going 25 miles per hour. That man was going fast. That car was going fast. Cause they look at the time of day it is. Them cars coming one after another. If he jumped out that car the way they say he did, another car would have hit him. But they trying to claim that no car hit him. It's too much. I think it's too much talking. It's too many people talking. And Auntie getting in front of her words. She got to slow down. Because a lot of things she said is not adding up. Allegedly. And the reason why I say allegedly, because she said that they didn't have no ID on him. If his wallet was there, the ambulance paramedics had his ID. But they told her, they was speaking so fast, they accused Lulu of having his ID at John Doe. Lulu didn't have his wallet. Lulu didn't have his phone. But y'all said she had all the phone. This man stood right here, and the witness said that there was a phone, money, wallet. So whoever give y'all information, y'all going too fast yelling at Lulu. I'm not on Lulu's side, but it's two sides to every story. Can't nobody explain and say, Lulu act like she wasn't concerned. Every woman, everybody don't express themselves like everybody else, y'all. Just because we would have said, oh, what happened? What happened to my boyfriend? No, she didn't do that. And just because she didn't do that didn't mean that she don't care, y'all. Y'all got to remember they was in an argument. And he jumped out that car. And I'm going to say it again. The speed limit right there where that car riding at, it's not 25 miles per hour. They are not in the school zone. That car was rolling faster than 25 miles per hour.
We get out. She immediately runs over. I go up to the car. She's checking in. You want to say what you initially saw?
He had a pulse. He was breathing. I opened up his pupils to make sure his pupils were good. They were normal. Okay. He was kind of moving around a little bit, like he was kind of disoriented.
All right. You saw his pupil, and they was okay. Now you say he disoriented. He's moving around. But you this man had a chance to live. Now, if that was my boyfriend, he has to be hurt. Because he jumped out of my car. Even if I'm not sure, I'm not fussing at Lulu though, but even though if I'm not sure, I would have still called an ambulance because I can see out of my mirror what's going on. Now, I'm not going to say Lulu don't care because it's two sides to every side. Two sides to every story.
Well, she was on the ground. I was surveying the area. One of the things I want to mention, I believe you said he always had two phones on him. He had his cell. This is what I thought was suspicious. Is there was wallet and his phone, there was about $15 in cash, like, laid out like this, as if to show this wasn't a robbery. It looked like someone set it there, like all nice. The wings were right by his feet. They had to...
So somebody was nice enough to put his phone and his money like that. Now the auntie claimed that a man was under the bridge. Dude right here said wasn't no man up under that bridge. Wasn't nobody up under there. But that guy thought that he saw money in the street. They picked that money up and left it for that loved one, because they know that he had to have that money. So for him to have money, the pizza flew up in the air, the chicken, and he had money from the change that he got for the pizza. How did that get in the street if he didn't get hit? How did that get in the street if he didn't get hit, y'all? And he had to, because the man said that he moved him and another guy moved him his feet and stuff out the street. He had to been allegedly struck by another car. Now the story is changing as this dude talked. He the witness.
The pizza was all over the road. The other thing I want to say, why was the car going this way if the pizza place is down there?
If the pizza were all over the road, he got hit by another car. Why y'all standing here acting like he didn't get hit by another car? Had to. Look how fast them cars coming back to back. And we sitting right here and I'm recording. That's how this highway right here, this streetway right here is made, y'all. And it got more than one lane. It got more than two lanes.
That's the important thing I wanted to relate. They should not have been coming that way with fresh food. And the hotel was over here. So they were coming back, which didn't make sense with that story. But we called.
Thank you.
By the way, I heard the report there was a homeless person who saw something. I was standing here, I didn't see anybody. So I just wanted to mention that.
We kind of thought that.
Dude said he ain't seen no homeless person. He said he ain't seen no homeless person. But the sister auntie said she saw a homeless. She didn't want to tell y'all, but she saw a homeless person.
Robbery or something like that. So we were trying to be super careful, wondering if there was anybody around. So we didn't see anybody. I told the guy that had pulled over that had the flashers on, I told him, I said, call 911 right now.
Yeah, no, I said, have you called 911 yet? He said, no. I said, call right now.
And guess what? He reached out to me, and he said that he was grunting.
Now, how did that person reach out to the auntie? How did that person call the auntie who reached out to the auntie? How did they know to call her? Cause mom name is in the phone. That's the first name y'all be trying to look for, a wife or mother or like that. Why did they reach out to her? To the auntie? I think somebody holding something back, y'all. Somebody is holding something back in this case. That's why the case is not suspicious. Because he jumped out the car. And as long as we be sitting here, cars are coming back to back. Because during that time when this happened to him, it was during the busy day of the week.
As he pulled over, he saw paper in the road, so he slowed down. Then he saw a body. He said he thought it was a homeless person in the street, but he got out of his car and realized the paper was money, not paper.
See, she talking. I love Auntie, my condolences go out to her. I'm not bashing her. I'm just going by what she's saying. She repeating putting her story together what the dude said, but she really saying what these people are saying. I just don't understand how dude called her. So now she's sitting up there, the auntie saying the same thing They just repeated. Mm.
Keep the money off and put it back in his wallet. Okay, well, there you go. So at the end of the day, he said you pulled up. They said when he walked over to him, he was just grunting and moving.
We got out right after he did, so
Yeah, so
very
right
little
now,
time.
yes, very little time.
What I want you to
When
check
you
out,
say 15 minutes,
I know exactly where you're going.
but what I want you to check out is find out when 911 got the call and find out when the ambulance left, because she arrived about 2 minutes before the ambulance did. So
Before the ambulance?
the ambulance was already here, and she showed up. And the thing that I thought was, I don't know if she was driving or someone else was driving, but she alleged she was driving.
He don't know if she was driving or someone else was driving. Why did he have to say if someone else was driving? Just say she got here. When she arrived, say that. Don't just make it look like Lulu. See, y'all, the way they expressing themselves, it making Lulu look bad.
I'm going to say this. I have a lot of first responders in my family. I've been in a lot of these situations. When someone has a loved one that's on the street like that, you come up and you're like, oh my God, what happened? Is he okay? I was up at the gas station. I was waiting for him. I sure hope.
But see, y'all need to calm down. Everybody don't react the same way, y'all. Because I wouldn't have did that. I don't give CPR to my own stepmother. But I was the calmest one in the room. And that's the calmest person that police want around them. If she had came in there hysteric, but that they wouldn't have talked. They would have told her, "Man, would you please move?" So I think Lulu reacted okay to me. She didn't. She sounded like she was concerned.
That's why I wanted to talk to you guys. She showed up to give her story to make sure it was set straight. It was not like, where is he? Is he okay? Are we in there with him? It was nothing. I was nothing like that. There was no concern on her at all. And I told that to the police at the moment.
Somebody put right there, y'all. You can support me by sending stars. Stars help me earn money to make more content. What? Y'all, who put that right there? Natasha Davis. Who is that? God, you can support me by sending stars. Stars help me earn money and earn money to make more content. Who is Natasha? What? Right here, y'all. Who is this person? And that looked like her nephew and the girl. What? What's going on here? Wow, that's crazy. Alright, y'all. We back right here. What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Ask for anybody, y'all give me some money. All I said, y'all go support Renee. Go and, buy some shirts. Come on. I'm quite sure, didn't they sell shirts? Am I wrong? Did they sell shirts? Oh, okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay, Zabora. Here goes Zabora. Hold up. Let's see what Zabora says. Why the death date wrong? The medical examiner don't lie, and then you get the nerve. Hold on, y'all. Listen, y'all. To be talking about she changed her date because of them people family. No, it's because she was wrong because she wasn't there. Okay, Zabora. Let me ask you this, right? Was you there? First and foremost, this is a grieving mother. Okay? And she said she seen his last breath was taken on the 30th. That's the reason why she said that. And so when I said, well, let's make sure because I don't want to put nothing wrong on these shirts. Okay, Zabora? Thank you. Who asked for money? Did y'all hear me ask for anybody? Y'all give me some money. All I said, y'all go support Renee. Go and, buy some shirts. Come on. I'm quite sure, didn't they sell shirts? Am I wrong? Did they sell shirts?
Lord. Now, y'all, listen to this. Listen to this.
But you stopped and let him out at 25 miles an hour. The math ain't mathing. I just say 2 plus 2 equals 4. Whatever happened, even if you didn't do something to him, you responsible because we left him in your hands. You was with him. He loved you with everything in him. So to leave him in a city that he ain't from, on the side of a road, for him to be found and taken to the hospital.
But y'all cannot blame her for his death and for his decisions to jump out that car. Y'all cannot blame Lulu for that, y'all. To just left him out there like that. Lulu was definitely mad at him. They were upset with each other.
John Doe? Because John Doe, we saw the hospital records.
He shouldn't have been a John Doe. They had his wallet. Usually, a man keep his identification in his wallet. He had a cell phone. He had a wallet and a cell phone and money. So he's not a John Doe. They could have looked in there for his mama.
They say a couple on the side of the road stopped and the wife happened to be a nurse. Thank God for those people because they tried to save my cousin. They gave my cousin CPR. They tried to save my cousin, but you weren't there. And at the end of the day, no matter what happened, you should have been there. Whether you did it, whether you didn't do it, whether it was an accident, whether it was on purpose, you should have been there. You should have been able to give us an accurate account of what happened, and you came. The only people we knew in Jacksonville was you and him. And you couldn't give us in Gainesville, and you couldn't give us an account of what happened. So right now, we're going for what we know. You saying everybody wrong for judging, everybody wrong for feeling some type of way? If something happened to the man I love, if I don't call nobody else.
Now, what she's saying now is right. You have to call the family. But I think she allegedly called someone. I'm not sure.
If I don't get in touch with nobody else, his family gonna hear from me before anybody. The hospital called his mama. You told me that. You didn't call his mama. You didn't call his daddy. You didn't call his grandma. You didn't call his auntie. But you stopped and let him.
Well, y'all, the hospital called. Maybe she thought that since the hospital called, the mother, she probably thought that one of you sent her call because they already called the mother, y'all. Y'all, that girl is grieving too.
Joins us now along Archer Road where officers say the man was found. Kayla, what are family members saying is the most frustrating part of the investigation?
Family members of Tyrone Davis Jr. say the most frustrating part about his death is the unknown. They say they don't believe he jumped out of a moving car. Gainesville police officers say
Look at the cars, y'all, going fast.
Officers came to the area of Southwest Archer Road and I-75 after receiving reports of an injured person. Detectives say their initial investigation determined Davis did jump out of a moving vehicle while in traffic, saying he sustained significant injuries to his head. After a few days at the hospital, he died. Family members say they don't believe he would jump out of a car and say it doesn't make sense why his girlfriend, who was supposedly driving, would leave him on the side of the road. Davis's father says to him, justice is having the full story.
I'm just gonna say this before I...
Yeah, it's almost like they're making a content out of this thing. Because she gonna say that Lulu, he don't left Lulu on the side of the road before. What's going on here, y'all?
Just stay right there. No, you gonna get out the car or whatever. Make it make sense. Thank you. You gonna go, right? Thank you. That's with everybody. Make it make sense. And this ain't the only time they did this. He done left her on the side of the road many times. Y'all just don't know that. Yep.
What?
He done kicked out his car plenty times. Y'all just don't know that. He wasn't hurt. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He wasn't hurt when he got out of the car. Why he gonna... If he's so hurt, then why he gonna make us get out of the car? I would have stayed in the car if I'm hurt. She would have took him to the hospital then. He wasn't. They seen all the photos and all the stuff when they went to the pizza place, the phone place, all that. See, they telling y'all all this stuff, but y'all ain't even getting the facts. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Right.
No, ain't nobody. The thing about it is, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. If this girl hit him in the head in the bottle, right? You gotta have like 2-3 bottles to crack somebody's skull. I got hit in my head with a dad blasted pipe. My head wasn't cracked, and my skull didn't move. And that's harder than a bottle. A whole pot. I got beat in my head with a whole pot. That's some stuff that just stayed right there. No, you gonna get out the car or whatever. Make it make sense. Thank you. You gonna go, right? Thank you. That's with everybody. Make it make sense. And this ain't the only time they did this. He done left her on the side of the road many times. Y'all just don't know that. Yep. He done kicked out his car plenty times.
So this was a VD situation. That's the way she making it seem like it was a VD situation. But he jumped out the car. And then where did daddy say he got his head? Like he could have fell and hit his head on the ground. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I don't think he hit his head. I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
Just don't know that. He wasn't hurt. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. He wasn't hurt when he got out of the car. Why he gonna... If he's so hurt...
So she's saying that when he got out of the car, he wasn't hurt. So when did he hit his head? He had to hit his head some kind of way because he allegedly brain dead behind the situation. I don't think that she hit him upside the head and then pushed him out the door. I don't believe that. I don't believe nothing like that happened.
Then why he gonna make us get out of the car? I would have stayed in the car if I'm hurt. She would have took him to the hospital then.
Right.
He wasn't. They seen all the photos and all the stuff when they went to the pizza place, the phone place, all that.
Right.
See, they telling y'all all this stuff, but y'all ain't even getting the facts.
See, if they went to the pizza place and all of that, he was okay. That's what the aunt first said. He was all right because they got a video of that. So when did he hit his head? How he hit his head? I don't think she heard him and then pushed him out the door, y'all. I don't, because she know that's a crime. Why would she want that over her head? So I mean,
Tell y'all. No, ain't nobody. The thing about it is, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. If this girl hit him in the head in the bottle, right?
right,
You gotta have like 2-3 bottles to crack somebody's skull. I got hit in my head
Right.
with that's the pot. My head wasn't cracked, and my skull didn't move, and that's harder than a bottle. A whole pot. I got beat in my head with a whole pot.
wow. Now they said Lulu speak out on a Christmas getaway tragedy. This has been the most hair-breaking thing that I ever been through. It has been extremely difficult, overwhelming, confusing, and emotional dealing with everything that came from the situation while trying to grieve the love of my life and proceed him not being here with me anymore. This is what Lulu wrote, y'all. When we were nothing short of inseparable, I would never do anything to harm him. I would want him to lose his life. I have lost a majority part of me. Me losing him. Excuse me, y'all. Social media was never my thing. It was Tyrone's. My first thought is not to address anything online. And even when I did, I really didn't know what to say because I'm tired. Because I'm lost. Y'all, I'm trying to read with my glasses. And those who really know us, know us. We were not perfect. But we were steadily made for each other. We had our whole life plan. For those asking, I've been provided my account of anything that happened since the beginning to both sides of Tyrone family. The dad side, the Davis family, and the mom side, the Jenny family. Notice that only one side of the family is spreading hateful, negative things that they know Tyrone would not show, would not allow, nor respect. As much as I want to explain my innocence out of the love for my life, my love for my man, that I still cannot believe it's not here. To do life with me. There is currently an investigation underway. Out of respect for this process, I will retain from making any more public statement until the investigation is completed. To everyone who has witnessed our love, whether purposely or personally, and who has chosen to stay with me, thank you. Your support means you would, and it's, yeah, I can't see that, and I'm wearing glasses. That was from Lulu, y'all. I believe Lulu. I stand with what Lulu said. I don't think she would hurt him, y'all. I really don't. I really don't think that this young lady would hurt him. But he jumped out the car, y'all. He jumped out the car.